the Son and you be led of the Spirit, you start seeing, I'm telling you, a whole new frontier. God wants to bring the church to a whole new frontier where our personal and intimate walk with God become the infrastructure that holds everything together. It's the glue, it's the infrastructure, intimacy, holding everything together in our lives. Because living in the kingdom is a relationship, not just an activity. Church people just do activity. They come to church when they want to. Am I right? They pick and choose the church they want to go to. But the kingdom is a whole new agenda. It's not, we don't understand that we bought with a price. We glorify God.
Yes. Come on.
I bought with a price. I just can't do what I want to do. Even when my flesh wants to do something. Even when I want to say certain things, I cannot say it. I told you. There's a Holy Ghost muzzle. Gotta put a muzzle on you. Anybody ever experienced the Holy Ghost muzzle? You get to say, oh, you all of a sudden you be like, but it dissipates. You know? Logic kicks in, you say, you know, I'm so glad I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Am I right? Anybody ever been there? Yeah, the rest of y'all like, now to give a piece of 99. No, don't give a piece of. No. But I'm telling you, that's the infrastructure. It takes the principles. And the principles becomes our perspective. If we don't have intimacy, it remains as principles. If it's still written, it's principles. And that's just knowledge. But when we read principles and it changes our perspective, it increases the level of intimacy that we can have with God. Remember, he told him in John, the 5th chapter, verses 39 and 40, he said, you search the scriptures. You search the principles. Am I right? Yes. And you still don't come to the one that speaks of. Yes. He said, I have life. In other words, I have perspective. The consistency of your life will change when you get God's perspective. But if you have his principles, you know his guidelines, then your life will never change. But intimacy would take principles and make them a perspective. And when it becomes a perspective, you don't need any other opinions, including yours. You know, he said in his word, I will not give my glory to another, right? Who do you think he's talking about? He's talking about, oh yeah, yep. See, I'm not, look, you want me to give my glory to something other than I already ordained you to be. I'm not going to give it to another. Yeah, you want me to get on your page. You want me to do it your way. I want my comfort zone. He's not going to give his what he intended for you. Find the foundations before your mistake. He said, I will not give it to another. He's not going to give it to another. Why? He's going to only give it to what he designed. He scripted something. He laid it out. Yes, he did. I'm telling you, most of us kicking against the bricks. We're frustrated. We don't have the fullness of joy. We don't have our reception and the receptivity of the principles are not as intense as we would like. And I'm here to tell you, you got a substructure somewhere in your consciousness that won't allow the principles to become perspectives. But when you let go, and you say, God, I'm here for you. Whatever way you want to do it, how you want to do it, I surrender all, and that's just a song. Then, and only then, will principles be upgraded. Will that which is written become living epistles, be tabulated on your heart. Then you can say, like David, your word I hid in my heart, that I may not sin against you. He's not talking about principles. He's talking about perspectives. And we think, well, I meditate on the word. Yeah, no, I read the word. We don't meditate because meditate will cause the principles to become perspectives. Because you think on these things, you think on it low enough before you go, your whole life changes. So the consistency in your life shifts. Oh, Lord. I'm telling you. Let me read my notes. Our personal intimate walk with God is the infrastructure. You know what infrastructure is, right? Okay, good. That holds everything in our lives together. This building has the infrastructure. Thank God. Amen. We can come in here all the time, every day. Don't never have to worry about the roof falling down, the walls. Come on now. Know what they call them little sunk holes? You got to worry about walking the carpet. What they call them holes? Sinkholes. Sunk holes. Oh, sinkholes. Amen. We never got to worry about it. We can come confidently to this building. Am I right? Yes. No problem. Sit in the chair, find a spot. We never got to worry about us going through the ground or floor. Why? Because the infrastructure is set. Just imagine in our lives, if we have this principle become perspective, we can walk around. I can get up in the morning and look at my boo. She can look at her boo. And we can have a good time. Why? Because our infrastructure is set. That's what intimacy will do. You can have some boldness and confidence on the inside of you. You ain't got to be suspicious. You ain't got to have one eye open, one eye closed. You can walk around with a certainty and a swagger in your spirit. You can say without shadow of a doubt. You can stand up and say, this is the day that the Lord has made. And I will rejoice and be glad in it. That's what I'm talking about. When it goes from just being something we heard, principle, to something we know, perspective. Not just here. Job had a perspective. He heard. We get to that last book, he said, no longer I just hear, I see now.
Yes, amen.
And Jesus said, blessed is the eyes to see. He said, many righteous men and prophets desire to see this day. They had principle. Oh, boy.
Come on.
We don't have to worry about principle only. We get to see this day. No. We get to live in this day. Woo! My God. We get to live in this day. Yes. What they only heard, we get to live in it. So the infrastructure that's necessary for us is taking the principles and getting in the posture of birthing these things. That's why I told you. See, it's some things I left out when it talks about prophecy. I'm going to have to teach on it. You got to birth that stuff. It's not instant. Some things spoken over your life is not in stone. That thing has to come through a womb.
Yes.
It has to come through you. You have to birth that thing. How many ever had a prophetic word?
Yes, sir.
How many wait on the fulfillment?
None. Sir.
Yeah, look, somebody like this. I should join. It might be something on the back end of this one. So I'm just going to wait right here. And then when everybody else saying, I'm like, okay. Now, it's safe. I can go in now. But I'm here to tell you guys, that's what God wants to get to that point. And that place on the inside of us, that's the infrastructure that must be in our lives. Every one of us has an opportunity to commune with our Father, where He embraces us in spiritual intimacy with Himself. He birthed us in His likeness and in His image, the ascended Christ. The spirit of adoption that is enthroned in our hearts. Anybody got the ascended Christ? This is not some New Age thought. He has ascended, and He's not only has He ascended, He's descended. Where? In us, in the heart of humanity, in the heart of the redeemed. So He's been birthed on the inside of us, and we receive out from that act of divine grace the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. See, that's when you have transposed out of principles. When it becomes perspectives. When in your heart you know Him as Daddy, Abba. And you know that His demeanor towards you is not one of servitude, not one of abandonment or abuse or rejection, that you can come to Him unadulterated. When you have complete access to Him at any given time, at any given moment, that's what He wants us to have. Amen. Our vital union with this is essential in our lives to know Him and His moment by moment reality. He's moment by moment reality.
Yes.
We're not looking for visitations. Take it out. We're not looking for revivals. Take that out. Amen. He's not the soon coming King? I heard it in the song. I said, ooh, I can scratch that off. See, my perspective has changed. When your perspective has changed, you can sort through stuff. And you say, that thought, that hyperbole, that euphemism, that colloquial, whatever thought it was at one season was sufficient, but now it's no longer. Hey, those are shadows of things to come. Now I'm not looking for shadows. I got the substance of things to come. Amen. He's on the inside of us now. And as I said previously, that's why we have all these religions. Because most of us are unsure.
Yes.
And so every time we bring a new truth, those are shadows. And then we try to pick up and move towards it. I'm not moving towards shadow. Oh boy.
All right.
That's why we so divided. That's why we got 40-something, was it 50,000 denominations now. And we're denominated denominations. And we keep saying, oops. And I believe in addendums. I believe there's revisions. You know, I believe it. Jesus said it. You've heard it said, but verily, verily, I say unto you, so there's no problem. Amen. But out of every action of the Holy Spirit, any upgrade God brings, or re-education He offers us, it should increase our level of intimacy. Yes. We don't need apostolic, prophetic, kingdom doctrine if it's not causing us to be intimate. And we can just go around like a bunch of parents. I'm a kingdom church. My apostle's a kingdom man. He's a man of revelation. No, he loves God. That's sufficient to me. My pastor loves God. He's a man. He's a man that eschew evil. But he loves God. He loves God and he loves God's people. Amen. Don't tell them that I fight over doctrine. I won't fight over doctrine. Because we will talk about that here soon. It's vital for us to understand the bridge between principle and perspective is what? Intimacy. That's how you're going to pass over in 2018, y'all.